Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. And since we're starting off and it's dark and creepy, I have decided to tell not two, but one of my Bigfoot stories in this episode. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you may have heard the Bigfoot story. But yeah, I'm gonna go into that later in this episode. The other thing I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to just hit like little parts that need fertilizing, like these little bits. You know, it's not like a huge deal, but I just want to do it. And daggone it, I already forgot to start my timer. So, okay, so now it started. Where was the other... Oh, it was way up here. I'm gonna have to check. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I have no idea where I've got to go. I just know I have to fertilize in this direction somewhere. Yeah, let's see if we got it. Did we get it? Probably got it. Okay. So you guys probably see some changes since the last episode. I've got $69,000. I did there was like a harvesting mission on field 34 and a harvesting mission on field 38. And actually I did both of those missions. Ooh, that would be a good one to do, but it's going to take so long and I don't want to do course play. I don't want ultra long course play missions while I'm doing an episode. That makes sense? I hope so. But I do want to buy another field, possibly in this episode, maybe in the next one. It looks like our price on soybeans has crashed, so that really sucks. The price on canola is going up, which is good, except... Yep, you guessed it. I didn't harvest canola. Yay for me. So, let's see where. Let's go back to the map here. Got a couple little bits over here that I can really be a little crazy about. You know, just making sure that we get every last bit of fertilization, but, you know, spending this money, it may not even, you know, end up paying for itself. I don't know. Let's see, we got that bit. There's a bit over here. Down through here somewhere. And I think that's all I'm going to worry about. So I guess next I just have to get the combine going. Now I actually thought about renting another combine, and if we look, well, not renting but leasing, if we look at another CR910, it's $34,000, and I think that's just going to take way too much away from... you know, how much we could earn. Because we're, you know, it's that money is basically lost forever. So I think if I kind of stick to my guns and continue, you know, using this combine. Whoops. Not mean to go first person there. We should be hitting 24 hours here pretty soon. Maybe here at 10 o'clock, I don't know. Slow down time here. Oh, great demand for soybeans. Nice. So maybe I will not... Oh no, I don't think this is gonna work. And wood chips. Okay, soybeans and wood chips. So soybeans we have down here on field 49. Now I'm kind of wishing I had done 2 fields in soybeans. All right, I don't think, let's fast forward, let's fast forward time to 11 a.m. and see if we get another stage of crop growth. And then we'll take a look and see what the great demand price is. Hopefully it's really good. Hopefully. How pretty this map is. So I'm gonna, oh gosh, we need to slow down time. See if the map catches up with us here. Not look like it is. There's some spots on the field out there. I don't know what's going on. A little bit worried. Okay, let's go to 12 o'clock. I was hoping that by 11 a.m. our fields would be ready to go, but apparently not. So let's hit 12 here. Okay. Come on, grow. There's some of that canola down there that I accidentally planted. Here's the lone oak. You know, I've never like taken a close look at it. I thought, well, maybe there's an Easter egg in it or something. Not look like there is an Easter egg. Come on, man. Killing me. Let's try 1 p.m. then. Okay, all right. Watch me have like some crazy crop growth. Boy, it's like really pretty up here. Let's jump up. Up to 1 p.m. Please, field, start changing. I need you. To change. Well, while we're doing that, while we're waiting, which I don't think it's going to do anything. Wait. Head and fast forward time while we're doing this. Let's see, maps. Great demand. Ooh, look at that. That's the highest I think I've seen soybean so far. I'm just hoping that we can keep that price. There we go, there we go. Ooh, awesome. All right, jumping in. Well, let's get going here. And then we'll get into the Bigfoot stuff. How's that? All right. Oh man, we got so much to harvest. Actually, if we get this 1 field harvested, that would be, it would be very easy to justify buying a second combine. Because I'm guessing that I'm going to get at least, at the very least, $200,000 off of this 1 field. I'm thinking. Okay. Just jump in 13%, okay. And again, I've got the chopped straw mod here on the field. Spraying out the I don't know what do they call that? The trailings? I don't know. 20%? Man, this is going to take forever. It's probably going to take a whole episode just to harvest this one field. Maybe even longer. And I thought about, you know, the possibility of time-lapsing this, but then I'm like, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna hit turbo boost there, just to get the chopped straw all the way out. Helper H has completed their task, and so I want a little bit of overlap here, not too terribly much. Okay, hire the worker, and we're going to send them back. So let's look at our cash situation here. I was able to completely repay the loan, and so we've got basically almost a $70,000 surplus. Hiring workers and everything, it's probably going to drop us down to maybe 60 or 55,000. But we're going to have, like I said, just off this one field alone, I'm estimating probably 200,000. I'm hoping, especially with the great demand, if we can keep this great demand around. Now, the demand price isn't going to fluctuate, I don't think. I don't think it's going to go up from here. But if we can get a new combine and then, you know, have the combines work in both fields, you know, we'll be able to kind of go back and forth with the pickup, or with the semi at least, and offload them and just, you know, put that right into the silos. I think that's kind of what I'm going to plan on doing for right now. The other thing I could do with the semi is make a horseplay route to automatically offload the combine. That way I could go do other things, but in this episode, there's really nothing else to do at the moment. Because I don't have to seed, I don't have to, you know, come pick things up with the forge wagon like we will on the other two fields or on the next two fields. So yeah, so I think getting a second combine is going to be kind of instrumental in helping us dramatically increase our harvest speed. All right, so coming back up to the tree here. Now again, one thing we can do before we do the cultivating to get that fertilization is to just go out and you know, fertilize the field over top of that. Then we'll actually get 2 layers of fertilization, or at least we should, when we complete that field. Now I want to try something. Let's fire the worker here. I've got a little tiny bit of canola right here, or not canola, soybeans. And yes, it did pick that up. Okay. So Awesome. So we're 70% full right now. I mean, if you know, we've already got 10,000 right here off of this field, or, you know, just 2 runs up and back, and we've got, you know, probably 1/10 of the field done, we've got to be getting at least 200,000 off this field. I mean, it's going to be crazy money. Oh, no. Oh, you're messing up my fertilization here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to drive all the way down, and then we're going to come back up this way, and then I'm just going to let the hired worker do everything, and we'll start offloading. Everybody's like, when's the Bigfoot story coming? I don't know. This pace, the Bigfoot's gonna break in and get me before I out him. Alright. Worker is hired. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that asked about me telling the Bigfoot story I think it was a few episodes ago, and I was like, you know what, I haven't told that in a couple years. I'm pretty sure I told it back in Farming Simulator 15, and then I think I also told it possibly in Season 1 of Farming Simulator 17. I'm not really sure, because it's been a long time. But what was kind of funny is I was going, like when I moved last October of 2017, I actually came across one of the videotapes of the Bigfoot, I guess, investigation that I was not really hired on. I guess I volunteered to go and become a Bigfoot researcher's cameraman by a guy named Kenny Young. And unfortunately, Kenny Young passed away some years back. He had, I think, a form of leukemia or cancer. I can't really remember which. I wasn't like close with him, but he was about my age. I think he was a couple years older than me, so we kind of got along. And I can't say I've ever been like, you know, a huge believer in like Bigfoots, probably UFOs more than Bigfoots, because I've definitely seen Bigfoots or big feet. I've definitely seen some very strange things in the sky, both as a kid and as an adult. And so, you know, things that I just can't explain. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the time I went out to do the Bigfoot investigation. I'm going to talk about the time that I saw the Bigfoot. Well, no, I actually didn't see it. But way back when I was in college, I used to go to a college. I'm trying to think of if I should say the name of the college. I'm not going to say the name of the college just for personal reasons. But it's kind of out in the middle of Wayne National Forest in Ohio. Well, it's near Wayne National Forest, I should say. And so, you know, what we would do when we would get bored is we'd be like, okay, we're going to go and, you know, we're going to go out to, you know, some, you know, sightseeing kind of a place. You know, oh, there's some cool looking caves over here. There's like, you know, a mountainous kind of thing over here. You know, whatever the case may be, we were going to go and get some buddies together and go hiking or something like that on a weekend. And so, I had the biggest car. I used to have a Jeep Cherokee. So I had like a Cherokee Laredo. I think it was a 1990, either 90 or 91. It's been so long ago, I can't really remember. I sold it several years ago. I think it was a 1991 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. Loved that truck. I drove that thing. I actually had that car for over 20 years, I think. A little bit over 20 years. Sold it almost 20 years to the day of when I bought it. Because I bought it I actually had it. No, I did. That's right. I bought it in 1996, sold it in 1996 or 2016. Not that wouldn't be 20 years. Ooh, there's like paths and stuff back here. So anyway, it was like me, one of my best friends grew up with, and he was actually he had like a video camera, so he was kind of like videotaping that day, kind of documenting the day, whatever. And then we had two other guys with us who were actually more friends. Ooh, this is really pretty. They were more friends with, my my roommate, guy I kind of grew up with, and because they were in his program, and they were into like, I don't know, law enforcement or something like that. I can't remember what the program was. Anyway, so we jump in the Jeep and we're driving down this road going out to some cave or wherever it is we were going, and people were like, oh, let's put some music in. Well, I had a CD player and in my in the Jeep, but my CDs, I had like this booklet that had all my CDs, and it was all the way in the back. So, and nobody could reach it because we had like coolers and stuff in the back, and, nobody could really get to it. And, that's probably like a for sale sign. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go and look at that. So I'm like, I got to pull over to, get my CDs out of the back. And meanwhile, we're kind of going down this dirt road in the middle of forest, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Wayne National Forest. And so I get out, and I'm like, take the keys out, because I couldn't unlock my tailgate. I think maybe at the time, I'm looking back, I'm trying to remember exactly how this happened. Or maybe I did. Maybe you could unlock the door and pop the tailgate on it, or the hatch, or basically the back door, that like flips up. Because a Jeep doesn't really have a trunk. It just has like a Cherokee, it doesn't have a trunk. It's just got this door that kind of, opens up. There's like little hydraulic lifters. So anyway, I'm like looking for the Bigfoot now. Gonna be out here in the forest? Probably not. I get out, regardless of if the Jeep is running or not. I just don't remember, and it's kind of irrelevant. I get out and I walk to the back of the Jeep, and I open up the back door, and I'm going through this bag that I had some stuff in. And I'm, and my buddy, like, he's like videotaping, oh, Brad's getting out, jumping in the, getting the music, getting the tunes on. And all of a sudden, everybody starts screaming bloody murder. They're like, oh my God, get back in the car, blah, 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 blah. I totally crap my pants. Not literally, just figuratively. Scared the ever-living heck out of me. I didn't know what was going on, but they're like, oh, there's Bigfoot, there's the Bigfoot. And I'm like, Bigfoot? I'm looking around. I don't really see anything, because literally all this happened in like 5 seconds, I slammed the door shut in the back of the Jeep, ran around, got in the truck. They're like, get out of here, get us out of here. Everybody's screaming like little girl, like 12-year-old girls, like not even joking. And and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Of course, I'm saying it in much more colorful language, I'm sure. And they're like, dude, man, there was like Bigfoot was out there. It was like right behind you. And I'm like, what? And I'm like the biggest, pessimist or something, I don't know what it was. I didn't see anything with my own two eyes. Nothing like that. The truck, there it is. Nothing like that. So my buddy, he was like videotaping. He's like, man, I got it on video. I'm like, no, you didn't. He's like, I swear to God I did. I swear. So, we go the rest of the day. I'm just like, whatever. You guys are a bunch of idiots trying to, mess with me, scare me, whatever you're trying to do. Not working. So we get home. My buddy, we get back to our apartment. And I had like the nicest TV of like anybody. So everybody always came over to our apartment to like watch movies and stuff. And I had this nice like 27-inch television, which, trust me, back in the early and mid 90s, that was like the thing to have. And so, we're like, all right, pop this videotape in. I want to see, the Bigfoot or whatever the heck it was. So you rewinds the tape, get back to the beginning. We're watching the video, fast forwarding it to where we're driving. Like, we finally get there, and everybody's like, okay, everybody shut up. So we're watching this video, and my buddy, who's videotaping, sure enough, I get out of the truck, walk around, open it up, and I'm kind of going through whatever I'm going through for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds, probably no more than that, when everybody started screaming bloody murder. And off in the distance behind me, probably looked like it might have been about 100, maybe 150 feet away behind me, something, I'm not going to say it was Bigfoot, but something big and dark walked up onto the road, like directly behind me. And to this day, I don't know what it was. Like I said, I don't know if it was Bigfoot. It could have been a bear standing on its hind legs, but it didn't walk like a bear. It walked more like a person. Have you ever... Go to like YouTube and just like search for like bear walking on hind legs or something, or bear walking, and you'll see what I mean. Like a bear doesn't walk like a human being walks. And I was just like absolutely dumbfounded. I was like, what in the world did I, is that? And of course we're freeze framing it, which, on VHS tape, and these are like full-size VHS tapes. It wasn't like, Super 8, 8mm videotape or anything like that. We're talking like VHS tape here. I to this day I have no idea what it was. It looked more like what you would expect a Bigfoot to look like. It could have been a hunter in a ghillie suit, though nobody claimed to have seen any type of like gear or rifle or anything like that. Plus, ghillie suits weren't really a thing back then like they are today. As a matter of fact, I don't think you could even go to a store and buy a ghillie suit for hunting like you can today. Yeah, it was really bizarre. I don't, people that ask me like what it was, I mean, I'm telling you guys right now, to the best of my knowledge, I have no flipping clue. If it's a Bigfoot, it might be a Bigfoot. It's probably not, since I don't really believe that they exist. you know, I'm going to say it was probably a person, but the way the guys were screaming, you know, who knows? Who knows what it could have been? Because they were like legitimately freaking the heck out. They were absolutely terrified of whatever it was behind me. And it wasn't one of those things where, you know, you're driving along in a car and then like one of your buddies falls asleep and then all of a sudden everybody screams to wake them up. And then of course they wake up and are like, ah! It wasn't something like that. It wasn't like this fake scream. They were like, get the heck in here. I'm not going to repeat what they said, but trust me, it was much more colorful language than anything that I could come up with. Come on. Yeah. Oh. You know? Be right on that line, right on it. Yeah, so that's kind of like the first Bigfoot story. I'll have to tell the other one another time. We didn't see a Bigfoot or anything, just some weird things happened. But it's like Bigfoot story number 2 because it had to do with Bigfoot, just not actually seeing Bigfoot. To this day, now I've got some pretty good, you know, video editing equipment. I've got some really nice software that would help me enhance and stabilize the image. Nobody can find the videotape. My best friend at the time was like, I lent it to this guy so he could watch it instead of making a copy. He lent it to somebody to watch. They either lost it or lent it to somebody else, and just over the years, the tape unfortunately has disappeared. So it's, you know, it's one of those things like, oh, yep, we saw something, but and we at one time had it on tape, and now it's gone. So you don't have to take my word for it. You know, I've got no, you know, dog in this fight. I don't really care one way or the other. But something weird was on that tape. And I don't know what it was. Could have been a guy, could have been Bigfoot, probably not. May have been a bear, but I don't think it was a bear. Because, like, again, you could see, like, its arms, and you could see, like, the legs. Even though it was just, like, this little, you know, thing on the screen, you could tell that it was, like, humanoid in shape, not, you know, some kind of a weird other shape, like a bear on its hind legs. I don't think it was a bear. Oh, please let me get 100,000. See, this will get us up to probably about 45,000. Let's start offloading. Uh-oh, are we missing a spot here? No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, that's the Bigfoot story. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? You'll have to go back and like try. Somebody's gonna have to try to find when I told that story before and like compare the two versions to see like how accurate they are. Because, you know, sometimes like stories change because your memory, your recollections change over time, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it went, that I, you know, as far as I'm remembering it now in 2018. So freaking weird. I'll have to like try to get a hold of my buddy and see if anybody ever found the Bigfoot tape. And I don't think anybody has, but that would be awesome if they did. Okay, so we got 42,000. How is our demand? Oh, greatness. Still there. Good, good. Got plenty of time left in the episode. It's not a whole terrible lot to do. Oh, one thing I could do. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get the case magnum, I guess. And we're going to go... wait. No, let's get this guy. We'll have him go and do the fertilizing. Then we'll grab the case with the cultivator, and we'll cultivate behind. So we can kind of get, you know, leg up on seeding this field. The fields that are going to take a long time are these two, because we've got barley. This might be wheat, and then probably barley on the other one, maybe. Or, I don't know, maybe this one's barley. Looks like wheat to me. I can check the map. Should be in here. Oh, there it is. Oh, one thing I didn't look at. Do we need to... Okay, we don't need to fertilize, or we don't need to subsoil. Well, yeah, we don't need to, because we just did that one. Now, one thing I'll say is that the other two fields, I may have to subsoil, and if I have to subsoil all of these fields, or, you know, these two fields, I'm going to subsoil the other one again, just to have everybody on the same page. Excuse me. Forgot to bring, like, a bottle of water in here with me. Okay. Oh. Wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, gosh. Really? This guy to the rescue, I guess. Front loader to the rescue. I should have a weight on the back, but we'll be all right. That's like the first time in a long time I flipped a vehicle in this game. A long time. Hopefully this will pick it up. I don't know if it will or not. Nice. Okay. Good. I wasn't expecting that to work, but it did. Well, let's try not to flip this again. I forgot I need to start out at the tree up here first. There's our fertilizer. Go ahead and unfold it. That might reduce our chances of flipping it. And go. So yeah, you can see right here, where the light blue we're getting the first stage of fertilization, the medium blue we're getting the second stage, and if we refresh the map, you can see how that's carrying on. And then this is obviously the dark blue, that's the third stage. What is that? What's that square thing up there in the field? Better not be like a patch where it didn't grow, or grow out. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get to 100% full just yet here. But I want to get this truck as, chock full as I possibly can before I take it to offload. Okay. So we're at 93%, so we're going to take it down to this end of the field. They'll turn around, and then we'll be able to just kind of course play, send it on the course play route to, where is it? The Wolfen Company or Wolf Company? Lone Wolf Company. Wolfen Company. Teen Wolf. I don't know. Yeah, what's going on with the field down here? Like this right here, fertilized. What? I missed it? You gotta be joking. Ugh. It's like $1,000 right there. No, it's not that much. Be nice if it was. Well, no, it wouldn't, because then I would have lost it anyway, but... Anyways... Okay, so I'm going to have to stop the fertilizer here when he gets down to the other end of the field. Probably good a time as any to stop him. It's like it's such a nice sunny day. Now, if Giants can make clouds like volumetric clouds that look that good, yeah, that would be awesome. I don't think so, though. Do not think so. Which way are you gonna turn? You chose the wrong way. No. We're going to get it lined up here. I just want to do this short bit right here, and then we can get him on to doing the rest of the field. Perfect. Man, I can't wait to start buying more of these fields. Preferably the square ones first. Although, on... Let's see. Well, here, I'll get this working. Get this guy working first here. farther left. There. Okay, so I did a courseplay route on field 48. Worked out perfectly. Didn't have any problems with it or anything. And it's like this really super weird shape. So that was pretty cool. Very happy for that. All right, so 43%. Let's jump in the semi here. Yeah, we are going to have to buy a second trailer, big trailer. Okay, there we go. All right, courseplay route. Don't want to sell to AgriXJS. We want to sell to Lone Wolf. I'm going to say the nearest waypoint, we're going to get up to this side of the field, and should put us on the, I'll try to get us on the right track. We should get well over 100,000 for this load. Okay, drive course. And off he goes. Nice. And he's 35% full already. Trying to think if there's anything this guy can do. I could technically start seeding, though I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I could mostly start seeding. Mostly. Alright, let's continue on with this guy. Uh-oh, okay, he's pulling into the Lone Wolf Company. Yep, still pulling in there. He is passing the weigh-in station, I guess. I don't think that really has anything to do with anything. It's just kind of... It would be kind of cool, though, if, like, for example, you might get, like, a money bonus for doing the weigh-in just for having, like, better weight accuracy or something. I think that would be a good idea. Will it happen? Probably not. Okay, there's our money going up. Yeah, 110,000. Man, I don't know if we're going to get 200,000 off of this or not. So that was 110. How much time do we have left? Oh gosh, only like 12 minutes. No! I don't know if we're going to make it in this episode. But we'll have to see. Where's the truck? Where's the truck? Well, let's see. In other news, I made like a gigantic vat of chili today. I ended up making more than I had intended to because I get this big, like gigantic can of tomato juice. Usually, I only use half of it, and then I like freeze the rest, and then I ended up using the whole freaking thing. Whoops. But it turned out super awesome, so happy about that. Let's see, how are we doing? 70%. Ooh. Just thinking, is he going to make it all the way to the end and do the turnaround? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to time-lapse the rest of this until we get, you know, pretty much done with the field. And we'll see how much money we got. So enjoy the really quick time-lapse, and I'll be back in just a second. So we're coming up on the end of the field, and we're gonna keep chugging along here. Get the pipe out so we can start offloading as fast as humanly possible. And I'm not quite sure if we're gonna get a full 200,000 off of this field. We would need $90,000 approximately, give or take a few hundred probably. And I just do not see it coming out of this. There we go. Got to get our fertilization in there. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, he's probably not going to be able to do the turnaround here. Whoop. Oops. Get out of my way. There we go. All right, get in the truck. So we've got 38,000. You know, we're going to get probably around 70,000 for this. So it was a valiant effort, but it was not meant to be, I don't guess. But we still got a ton of money. We got 200,000. I would be able to buy a second combine right now fairly easily. Whoops. If, you know, if I wanted to take out all the loans. And I don't know, I'm just going to have to kind of wait and see if I want to do that yet or not. And what combine I want to buy. Oh no, I'm doing that again. Nope, stop. Ah! Go, go, go. So off we go. The price should still be the same. That's a little bit less, but not by much. It was like $860. I want to say it was $867 when we did our first sale, and it was $1,855 just now. So, you know, that's even going to bring the price down on what we sell even more, which, you know, stinks, but it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. The weight. And offload. Will we be able to get up to 250,000? I don't think so. 230, so another 61,000. So we basically got, you know, a little over 170,000, maybe like 172,000. Not bad. Not bad at all for this episode. Don't hit me, OJ Simpson. Got my cruise control set at like 6 miles an hour so I can match the speed of the combine. All right, well, let's see here. What do I have left to do? We could technically start seeding this field, but I'll probably do that in the next episode. Or an episode thereafter. And we've got, oh yeah, I was going to look and see what we have on these other two fields. So I've got wheat here and barley on field 44. Okay. Where is this guy? Yep. Cut out about right here. Nope, he does not. Nope, you do not want to do the rest of my fertilizing. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it. I'm just going to finish off this field, and when we come back in the next episode, I'm going to continue on with the harvest, and we'll just have to wait and see about buying another, buying a new combine. And that we'll have to set up a course play route for field 44, and then we'll be able to course play, the harvesting and also the pickup of the straw that comes off, off the combine. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'll show you how to set all that up, and we'll make some more money. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Lone Oak Farm. As always, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. I'm Brad M73. Bye for now.